I can't believe how small this 4K camera is. I would have killed for something this small and high quality 25 years ago when I was a teenager making bike films with a mini DV camera gaffer taped to my helmet. So this is a brand new Insta360 Go 3S, and the headline story, the big news, is the camera now shoots in 4K. Now I've been testing it for the last few weeks, so let me share my impressions and some footage with you today and why I think the camera could be perfect for you if you want an easy way to capture any adventure you're having, whether it's riding bikes like me, hiking, mountaineering, kayaking, whatever it is. A very small, high quality camera indeed. And a big thanks to Insta360 for sponsoring today's video, but all views and opinions are my own. So dive into details, and first that 4K footage. The previous camera only went up to 2.7, which wasn't really enough, but now it's definitely enough, as most videos here on YouTube are filmed and watched in 4K. And the 4K footage looks amazing out of the camera. Here's some video of me riding the other day on my 51 Seeker along some nice rolling roads and some cheeky gravel as well. And you can see it's sharp, oh so sharp. It's also buttery smooth thanks to flow state stabilization, which deals with anything on a bike with no worries at all. And I've turned on a tilt fix mode as well, so no matter what angle the camera is, the image is level with the horizon, and that's a really useful feature and means you can mount the camera however you want and not worry about it being perfectly level. That boost in quality comes from a 50% more powerful processor over the old camera, yet it hasn't really got any bigger or heavier at all. The camera now offers 4 shooting modes with the introduction of a new Mega View, which gives a massive field of vision but with less distortion at the edges, so it doesn't appear you're in a goldfish bowl when filming. So the camera is tiny and super lightweight, and a single button on the front which you can use to go straight into filming, and a double press goes into free frame, but you can customize those 2 buttons the way the buttons respond in the action pod here. So the action pod is a really neat bit of kit and serves many functions. Firstly, it'll charge the Go 3S battery, which is dead handy on longer shoots. And then we have the big 2.2-inch touchscreen which flips out like on the Ace Pro I reviewed earlier this year. So you can go vlogging, you can see what the camera sees. Or if you have the camera mounted somewhere on the bike, you have a live preview of what the camera is seeing, so you can make sure a shot is working how you want it and you're not filming the floor or something else. And that touchscreen gives you access to all the settings as well. So resolution, frame rate, you can turn on different features, that tilt lock, horizon lock, flow state stabilization, the filming mode, you've got 4 filming modes, remember. So all the control you expect from a bigger camera like the Ace Pro. And it's a really compact unit and definitely smaller than a big action camera like the Ace Pro. Still very small. Then that killer feature of pressing the button on the side and removing the Go 3S and using that on its own. So a nice dual purpose. And when you remove the Go 3S from the action pod and leave that at home, we reveal the real secret, the real USP of the camera, a magnet in the base. And there are different mounts you can use for it which come in the box. And the most interesting one is this. You might have seen it before. It's a necklace which gives you a first person point of view. So you put that under your t-shirt or jersey and that snaps on there. Look how cool that is. Go vertical or horizontal. So if you're walking, hiking, biking, whatever sport you're doing, you can put that there. Look how seamless that is. Nobody can see it there. It's black on black. You can't see it. It's invisible. And it's much less obvious that you're filming than when you have a big action camera on a big chest mount. And much more comfortable as well. You don't have that strap around your shoulders and back. So you can wear that for whatever activity you're doing. So really neat. And there are loads of mounts you can use as well. Like this one here, for example, uses magnets as well with extra reassuring clips on the end. And that gives you that sort of GoPro 2-pronged option there as well. So you can mount that to any GoPro mounts you might have on the handlebars, on the stem, or on the saddle, or wherever you want. And this mount also uses the magnet system, and this has a clip, so it goes onto the peak of your cap if you wear a cap like I do, to film whatever's in front of you. or yourself. So lots of creative opportunities thanks to the magnet on this. The only possible downside to such a small camera is the battery life. On its own, the Go 3S provides a 32-minute runtime when filming in 4K 30 frames per second, but when you put it into the Action Pod, that runs out to a more useful 122 minutes, and that is more than an Ace Pro, which is about 100 minutes on its own. Now let's talk about some new features on this versus the old Go 3, and the new mode is interval video. You set a timer and the camera just turns on and records a clip at set times throughout your ride, and then the auto edit mode in the app can turn an entire ride into a video, which I did in this clip right now I'm about to show you for a 200-kilometer ride across Wales. And hey presto, you don't have to worry about pressing the button, it'll do all the hard work for you. And that's a really useful feature. I can see that being useful for people doing Grand Fondos or doing gravel racing, as is very popular these days. Another useful mode, if you're a forgetful person, is the Apple's Find My feature, so you can locate the device if you mislay it or lose it. There are nice carryover features as well. The most useful is Free Frame, which lets you frame the shot in horizontal or vertical after shooting. Useful for YouTube and Reels and other social media uses. And you can activate that mode very easily with a double press on the front. And Free Frame is something I use a lot because I want to film for YouTube here and also do shorts on YouTube and Reels on Instagram. And for easier activation, gesture controls have been added from the Ace Pro as well. And the smartphone app is a really seamless process for making clips very easily from your ride. Loads of useful features for trimming the best bits to letting AI do the hard work for you. There's motion NDs and motion blur style shots and so much more. So the video quality from this new camera is excellent given its size. And compared to the Ace Pro, which I reviewed earlier this year, the big sister camera to the Go 3S, the video quality is very good and very comparable, but this, for obvious reasons, has the edge. It goes up to 8K as well as 4K, and has a much bigger sensor and a much bigger high quality lens. So for outright quality, this camera is much better and works better in low light conditions with a low light mode as well. But side by side, 4K footage when compressed onto YouTube, there's not a lot in it. And considering how small this camera is and how versatile it is with different mounting systems and that magnet, this for many people might be all you need. If you want full creative control and the best quality and don't mind the weight and bulk, then Ace Pro is probably a better pick. But if you just want an easy way to film your rides without all the complexity and bulk of a bigger camera, and you don't want to use your iPhone or Android phone for obvious reasons, then the small size of this and the ease of use might be just enough, just a sweet spot for your purpose. To keep the camera nice and small, there is no memory card you can remove. The storage is actually built into the camera itself. And you have a choice of 64 and 128 gigabytes, which is up from the old camera's entry level 32 gigabytes. So a much more useful amount of space on the camera for recording your action adventures. So time for my verdict. The Go 3S is a great go anywhere tiny action camera that now packs a lot more quality than before. And a good alternative to regular cameras like this if you're put off by their size, weight and complexity. And for racing, this camera will be perfect. Mounted anywhere on your person, on the bike, and the weight isn't a factor. And that interval mode is ideal for longer events as well. And if you're just an occasional action camera person, I think this is probably all you need. It's packed full of features, but it's easy to use. The app makes editing videos a breeze and it's a fun, small camera to use. I love this ability to mount it wherever you want. Now, when it comes to price, this costs $400, available right now, which is actually the same price as the Ace Pro, which is currently on offer for $400. So, an interesting choice for simplicity and convenience. The Go 3S is definitely worth considering. If you want the best quality and full control, the Ace Pro is probably the one to go for. But whichever you choose, they are both great cameras, and I'll be using the Go 3S a lot more in my bike reviews going forward. So there we go, the brand new Insta360 Go 3S. Definitely worth buying if you want a small, compact and easy to use camera. I'll put a link to the camera, an affiliate link down below in the description, as well as the Ace Pro. Check out our website for more details, and hopefully this comparison, this review has helped you decide which camera is right for you, the bigger Ace Pro or the new Go 3S. And if you do use that affiliate link, I earn a few pennies from that link, which helps support the channel and videos like this. Anyway, if you want to check out a review of the Ace Pro, watch this video right here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button right here. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.